sippers, welcome to our show. While we're spilling, grab a cocktail and start sipping. Get ready to unwind with your girls.
Thank you for joining us for Cocktails and Conversations with your girls. I am Primp and Propa, and these are my beautiful co-hosts.
Hey everyone, I'm Shataz.
Hey sippers, it's Miss Jones to you.
Hey sippers, I'm your girl, Miss Shay Marie.
We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 8 p.m. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below. Now get comfy, because tonight we are discussing does titles matter when in a relationship? And make sure you stay tuned for tonight's Sip and Spill, where we are discussing should Cardi B be muted? Remember, we want you all to chime in, so leave your comments below.
Dessert cocktails don't get any tastier than this insanely delicious salted caramel White Russian. This incredible dessert version of the classic White Russian cocktail recipe is mixed up with Kahlua, half and half, caramel sauce, and is rimmed and garnished with coarse sea salt and caramel candy for some extra candy dessert cocktail vibes. All right, ladies, let's try these. I don't know. Let's see how it tastes.
All right, here we go.
Stir mine's up.
Oops, mine is dripping.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, stir it up so you get the caramel sauce.
What you think, Tracy?
Why y'all making that face?
So,
It's okay.
sippers, I know why you made that face. Honestly, this is so tasty. But you have to have that, I guess my taste buds, after I have something sweet, I like, when I eat something salty, I like something sweet. So I'm gonna like this because of the salt. You're making that face because although you may like this, the caramel probably is a little too much, and then to top it off with the salt.
But
Yeah, okay.
also, the vodka is salted. It's a salted flavored.
What, caramel?
No, it's a caramel, a salted flavored vodka.
Well, ladies,
Yeah.
as you guys know,
So
sippers,
it tastes salty in the drink as well, right?
well, sippers, you know I'm pregnant, so I can't have that. So I didn't have that. So
No.
all I have is half and half, or is it whole milk?
You have milk and half,
Milk, half and half, and caramel.
and caramel.
So
And it was shaken together.
shake-
So is it sweet?
honestly, it's very sweet, and
Oh,
I
good.
like it. It's
Okay.
very tasty.
Okay. Yeah.
Not like that.
This, it's okay. It's not great because it's too salty. Is it too salty?
It's weird. You have that caramel sweet and then a little salty. It's weird.
It's really
It tastes
salty.
like coffee to me.
Really?
Yeah.
But with salt in it. Because the vodka is salted.
Like back in it reminds me of my childhood drinking coffee at my grandma's house. And
They do put
the
salt.
milk in it and stuff. It tastes just like that. It's not bad, but
It's not something I
I
would.
would. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't go for this.
No.
I wish you could taste this.
But I think for the people who is it like
Kahlua.
Kahlua, if you like this kind of milky drink, and I am a fan of salt and sweet and salty.
Combination drink?
Yeah,
Mhm.
especially when I'm on my,
Cycle.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I have to have that.
Maybe because I'm pregnant, this tastes so delicious to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're pregnant.
It tastes like coffee.
I don't like it.
I can tell. Watch out you don't spill it on you yourself.
I keep drinking it just to. Yep, tastes like coffee.
So we don't waste.
And even if we would have put sugar on the rim, it still would have been salty.
Salted because of the salted vodka, right?
Yeah.
And then you have these chewy caramel candies. which
Yeah.
are-
And there's some inside of here as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, this is salty.
Oh my God.
The candy is good.
I'm sorry. It's disgusting. Sorry, viewers. I couldn't.
Why?
It's disgusting. The salt. I taste the salt.
Well, on that note,
Hopefully you guys like them.
so this next topic is so relevant in today's society. Due to the fact that we're living in a time of situationships being the norm, men and women having side pieces galore, and many having the mindset of What's understood doesn't have to be explained. So the question at hand is, does having a title in a relationship really matter? So ladies, in my opinion, having a title in a relationship at some point does matter. When you're on the dating stage, when you're at the dating stage, yeah, you don't have to be exclusive. You know, you're just trying to figure things out, trying to fill him or her out. But when it comes to a time where things get serious, you need to know what you mean to that person. So a title does matter, because a guy or a woman will be quick to say when something happens or you find out they're talking to someone else, when you think you're serious with the person, they'll say, well, we're not exclusive, or we're not dating. Well, you're just my friend, or we're just casually going out. There's no validation of what we are. So I feel like, me personally, I need to know what I mean to you. Right. Because I was in a situation. Situationship, and to be honest, I had just got out of a long-term relationship, and I really wasn't trying to date anyone. But then I reunited with someone from my past, but we were friends in the past. So when we got together, I was like, oh, it's not going to be nothing serious. I was like, listen, I don't want no relationship, because I was dating other people. So I was like trying to protect me and protect him. Like, don't take me serious, because I know they fall in love.
Yes.
So I'm thinking I'm protecting him by telling him this. And ladies, I fell in love with him. And then we started doing boyfriend and girlfriend things, and I never had a title. And then he got to a point where I'm asking him, what is it? And he's like, we just kicking it. And I'm like, well, I just need to know. He's like, why do you want to confuse everything? I thought you were the one that said you didn't want a relationship. And he would throw that back in my face. And that was, our relationship was so good, but that was one of the big things in our relationship that we argued about, us not having a title. And we basically had a situationship. I was in love with somebody that wasn't mine. Yeah. And that really hurt me. Yeah. Well, and the rest is to be continued for another topic.
Well, I've been in the same situation, a situationship, but I feel that once you guys get sexual, well, you know what, before you even take it to that next stage, I want to know, what are we? Because at this age, I don't have time for a situationship. It's either we're going to be serious, my clock is ticking. I'm up there. I'm not asking for no child or nothing, but I can't be in a situationship at this age. So I need to know, what are we ahead of time before we take it to that next level, because men are sleeping around with anybody who's willing to open their legs. So, yeah, I need to know before I open mine, what are we? Yeah, I just don't want to be a situationship. I need to know ahead of time. I want something serious, and it is what it is.
I think that title does matter, but actions as well. Because someone can say, yeah, you're my girlfriend, but they can have 5 other girlfriends. So I would look at actions as well. I wouldn't only want the title.
Right.
But we got to be exclusive.
Yeah.
Act like we're exclusive. You know what I'm saying? It got to be the real deal.
Right.
But I was thinking that, and I almost lost my train of thought, but I was thinking... Anyway, I forgot. This is nasty drink. But, whatever.
We'll get back to you. I always have said before, because I see people say it all the time, oh, as long as we know what it is, it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. Listen, when you apply for a job, seriously. I need to know what my title is and what the position entails. Exactly. Because I need to know if I'm equipped enough to fill in that position. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So it is detrimental that I must know that where we stand as far as titles. And, it kind of just brought back something to me, and it made me think about something, because, ladies, I'm about to open up a can of worms, sippers. It's just like this. Okay. The same thing where it says, okay, does a title matter? Does it matter to you if your significant other had social media and they never loaded you up on social media, never even said they had a girlfriend, never mentioned you at all?
Upload them either.
I'm very
It
private.
depends on what's going on behind it.
Right.
But I remember what I was going to say. Sorry. let me say it really quick.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I've noticed is that whenever I'm in a situationship where I want to be and I don't want to be exclusive, I want to date, I want to see other people, it's like the men always have a problem with that. They're the ones want a title, and like it's so strange. You find that?
You want what you can't have.
Right.
Like if you decide, okay, no titles, let's take it slow. We're dating. Don't they always want to be like, okay, what we doing? What, you know?
Some guys, yes, and some, on the other hand, some guys are like, okay, I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm gonna have this.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
No, I haven't experienced that. I experienced it the other way. Like,
I don't know. I've never been in a situationship because I'm crazy, and
I am too, sis.
No,
and he had to learn the hard way.
yeah, I'm crazy, and I need to know exactly what we stand at from the right from the beginning. Because when my feelings are involved and they get hurt, I don't know what I'm capable of doing.
but whenever you're in a relationship, do you always want to have a title? Like when you meet somebody, you want to be their girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you don't.
No, I remember I said the
Not
dating stage,
everybody.
you don't have to have a title right away. But once things get serious,
Once
I
it's-
need to know what I mean to you.
Once it's confirmed, we're spending multiple days together. It's becoming a norm. You're coming over my house. I'm going over yours. You've met my family.
Yeah.
Well, before you meet my family, we got to know where we stand at.
Because they're going to ask.
Because
You're not meeting my family.
And it's
If
so
we're dating,
awkward.
No, we're just dating. We're
This-
going on dates. That's it.
No, once we've gotten to the
You're not
point where
even
we're
meeting my
serious,
kids.
when we get to the point where serious, you're going to eventually meet my family.
And don't you think it's so awkward with you not having a title and then you go over to someone's house or like their family's having a cookout? What are you introducing this person as?
Your friend.
And it's so crazy because
That's
the guy was dating, right? So when I would go around his friends or his family, he'd be like, "Oh, this is my girl," and it's just like, but we just had an argument like the other day, and I'm like, we need to I need to know what it is, and then you introduce me as your girl. So then it just left me in a confused state because you telling other people this, but you're not telling me this, and I feel like the only reason you're telling other people this, so you mark me like, nah, she for me. Because you don't want no one else to have me.
Yep.
But you want me in the blind, like, no, like,
And they
you want to
bring
tag
every
me
other
along.
female to the
Right.
friends and family.
And they do that because they want the friends and family's input.
Yep.
I've had that where
They sure do.
you're seeing someone and they go, you meet the mom, sisters, whatever, but you're not
Just for
your
input.
friend because they want to get an input before they move further.
Listen, they're not going to live with us. They're not walking down that aisle with us. Yeah, your mama could have this much. Like, I just feel like sometimes they can't see the person for who they are. Your family is not spending time with that person. Their family does not know that person. I'm not going to
I
lie.
don't care
Some
about
mothers do know offhand whether the girl is for the man.
Yep.
Because I've heard many stories. But take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, with that being, I want to kind of piggyback off you say what you just said. You have to take it with a grain of salt because my husband, I had a relative tell me that he was never going to take me serious.
Really?
I don't care about outside
That's
opinion.
crazy.
Yeah, me
Me
either.
either.
Me either.
And so
It's all about
when he proposed,
how
I
I
kind of
feel.
just looked at him like this.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, like. So you
That's
have to be
crazy.
You have to be mindful of things
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
So back to my original question, what I was saying as far as the Facebook posting.
Okay.
Now you're in a relationship, you're serious, you guys have a title. He never states on his social media that you guys are in a relationship. He never states that he has a girlfriend. He never states you at all. Does that bother you?
I don't want my man to have a social media. It's annoying. I feel like social media, men with social media has wandering eyes and they're on there always looking. I want my man to be off social media. I'm a very private person. I will not be posting you, sorry. And it is what it is.
How about you?
I
Right.
feel like it all depends on what's happening behind closed doors. Like, if he's not posting me, he's not changing his relationship status on Facebook, I wouldn't mind if he's being respectful, like he's not liking girls' pictures. Not any girl, like you could like people's pictures, I don't have a problem with that. But like butt booty naked girls, you liking their picture, you in their DMs. If you're
a girl is flirting on him with him on his timeline,
he should not write back, because you know you have a girlfriend. It doesn't matter if they don't know, if you're not publicizing our relationship on social media, because that plays. It all depends. I just feel like if a girl is flirting with you, that's when you as a man should ignore it, check that girl, like, hey, I have someone. But it comes a time where I do want to be on your social media. It depends if you're a poster, because like some people don't post.
He posting everything else.
Oh, then there is a problem.
He posting everything else.
If he posts everything, if he's a poster, because I dated a guy who had social media, but he didn't post anything. Like his post was like, it's 2019, his post was from 2016. So it's like that, like, oh, he just don't care about social media. But if it's somebody that posts consistently, no, I have a problem. Why are you not posting me? Then you have something to hide. You're hiding me because you have something else going on.
Let me hear what you. How about you, Miss Shea Marie?
If it's someone I'm dating, I wouldn't mind. If we're married, if it's my husband, yeah, we're gonna post.
And you better switch it to married.
But I don't want to be that person that every year they, you know, like if you look through
you look through the timeline and you see the series of guys that
girl,
and they don't delete the old guys and they just
messy.
So it's
I
wouldn't. That's why I wouldn't post unless it's something really
serious.
Heading. If y'all see me post a man, it's because I'm engaged and we're headed for marriage.
Hello.
That's
the only time I'll post him too.
Touching agreement.
All right, yes, I receive it.
Right.
You're not posting him even if he proposes.
Yeah, look at
Boy, Miss
I don't want people in my business.
I don't know. I find it very hard.
Women are so messy.
They are.
If he propose,
I personally feel as if this guy, okay, let's just say this guy, he's in love with you, he's madly in love with you, and he posting all the time, and he's not going to post the woman that he's in love with.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
And guys love to
let me
show
tell you
off
guys,
what they have.
I was in a situationship with a poster, and that poster was a Facebook, Instagram predator, and he was like in everybody's inbox. It was disgusting. So that's one of the reasons why I don't.
But you shouldn't let that one bad experience, because what about if you meet a good man, right? A real good man that have all the qualities.
When you meet that good man.
Yeah, when you meet that good man, and he posts you, and he probably have
him.
Okay. You don't know when it's real.
Yeah.
Look at her changing her mind.
Nobody can't know him.
If your man isn't posting,
Nobody
he
can
could
know
be
him.
protecting you as well, because he don't want friends and people trying to inbox you.
Well, it is true, because I have seen many times before, before when I was dating my husband, I never used to post him, but it became a situation like, okay, you post all the time, but you're not posting me. You understand what I mean? So we started posting each other, and then I would notice that certain people on my friend page was requesting him, and I'm like, why are y'all requesting him?
I don't like that.
It's like, why? I don't know him.
That's
Unless
another
I met
thing.
him.
That's what happened with my daughter's father.
Really?
Yep.
Isn't that you're overstepping?
Yep.
You see boundaries, the women, the unspoken girl code, right?
Yep. All my friends were his friends.
Really?
And I know he didn't send them requests.
It's disgusting.
So yeah, I'm very private.
Yeah, that's
Very private.
That's a good reason.
That is a
Just
good reason.
Messy.
Yeah.
In recent news, rapper Cardi B has been getting a lot of slack from a video that resurfaced online. This video was a live that she recorded 3 years ago, where the rapper admitted to drugging and robbing men who sought out sex during her stripper days. Many people on social media was comparing her situation to Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. And there even talks about Surviving Cardi B documentary. So ladies, do you think it's necessary that we mute Cardi B?
Okay, ladies, I like this topic. I would say I don't think she needs to be muted, but I would like to see a documentary. I do agree with the hashtag Surviving Cardi B, because if we're gonna be holding men accountable. This is the thing. In this day and age, it's like so much
Double standards?
double standards, bashing of men. And now, because Cardi B is a woman and she's popular and she made it from the gutter, and she's all rich and famous.
Not the gutter.
The hood. What you call it? You know, everybody look at her as a success story.
They do.
However, and I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, she's blessed, which I don't agree with, because I feel like if you had to sin to get it, it's not a blessing. But, so with that being said, this story coming out saying that she's robbing men, like, this is how she got to where she's at because of those actions, not because she's blessed, because she was robbing men and stripping and doing all that other stuff. So with that being said, I don't think, looking at Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, I don't feel like you need to mute them, because by you muting them, you're impacting a lot of people around them, like with the Cosby show, how they muted Bill Cosby, took his shows off. That's not just affecting Bill Cosby, that's affecting all the cast members in their ability to feed their families. So I don't think they need to be muted, but I do think she needs to be held accountable. You want to hold R. Kelly accountable, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, all these people? Yes, make a documentary. Let's explore this. Let's explore the other side of the coin, that not only men take advantage and abuse and do whatever the thing, you know, stuff like that to women, you have women doing it to men as well.
Okay, so my take on this is, yes, there is a double standard, and sometimes you hate them, but they exist. And I truly believe that, no, I'm not muting Cardi B, because we didn't have to find out from a victim. This is something she put out there. She was saying, basically like telling her testimony, hey, I used to be a messed up person. I used to drug men and rob them. This is what I did. This is her living in her truth. She said that on live. And then this video resurfaced of her speaking her truth. No victim ever came out. Nobody ever said.
There's victims.
No, not at
now.
the fact that this a blogger put out this video again. Somebody came out. We don't know if that's really a victim. What the hell? We don't know.
Well, do we know all these women?
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you.
And Bill Cosby.
But let me tell you the difference between R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Then,
what's
because they, mind you, she was poor. She had to do this to survive. They used their power and fame.
And she used her sex appeal.
No, first of all, let me tell you, when you a stripper, these men come after you. She's not going to say, oh, I want to see. They already have their intentions, like, I'm going to take you home tonight. How much it is.
And, so you strippers don't say, oh, he coming up here with what? A knot this thick. I'm finna take him home. A bag. Okay, let me correct.
Mute her. Mute her.
Let's mute Miss Shea Marie.
No, because I don't like that. It's a double standard. We have to
mute Cardi B.
We always claim we want equality.
Mute
Cardi
Cardi
things
B.
I don't want equality in.
Hold on.
Okay.
Mute Cardi B. There should not be a double standard. If we're gonna mute R. Kelly and mute Bill Cosby, I don't care Cardi B popularity or where her standards are. Mute her. Mute her.
I do believe that she should be
First of all,
punished.
she took advantage of innocent people just like they did. I'm so against anybody taking advantage of anybody. It's not right. What she did was not right. She drugged these men and took their money. It's not right. Mute her. I want her muted. I'm against it. I'm not for her. I'm not a supporter. I don't care for her music. And I'm not saying this because I'm not a fan. I'm saying this because you shouldn't take advantage of people, and it's wrong.
You know, I don't know how to feel about this situation. I do feel as if, this is the thing, if someone comes out and they're explaining their truth, right? Understand what I'm saying. She came out and no one came out, no one came forth, you know, no one, you know.
So you don't think it was wrong?
Listen. Oh, 100% she's wrong. But are we wrong for expressing, am I wrong for expressing my truth? That's my truth.
Like, I did some bad things.
Listen, this situation kind of reminds me of,
hold on. The victims.
Listen, this situation makes me think about Rick Ross. Rick Ross had a seven-figure deal with Reebok on the line, and he lost it. And he lost it because of that line from his
son, where he talked about date rape.
And he regrets it.
And he regrets it. But you guys got to think about and understand what I'm saying. Is the line, did he really do that? He probably didn't. But, you know, that's the, oh, gosh, this is going to sound so crazy. This is kind of what goes on. You understand what I mean? This goes on in the hood. This goes on in the clubs. This goes on. No. It doesn't justify. What I'm saying is that he lost his deal. I do think that she should be reprimanded in a way, but I just don't know to what extent. I do think that she needs to be reprimanded.
But they're not going to reprimand her because she's a woman, and that's the thing. You know, they look at her as a success story. So no, they're not going to reprimand her. In this day and age, with how high feminism is, like, if you just look at how things are going toward the woman being the dominant figure. Everything is about bashing the man. It's going, in this day and age, they're making the woman the dominant figure. So anything to tear down and bash, just throw away the man. But the woman can do the same thing, and she's going to receive support and sympathy. It shouldn't be that way.
I agree.
It shouldn't, because what are you going to say? You have a man raping men, a woman raping men and doing things like that. You're going to have sympathy for her? No, she does need to be reprimanded. I don't agree with muting people because, like I said, this is their livelihood. They have families to support. I know Cardi B supports basically almost her whole family. So I look at that situation, but the same thing that Vanessa is saying and you're saying, like, this is what goes on in the hood. Well, if you look at the R. Kelly situation, you could say that's what goes on in the hood, because honestly, a lot of high school girls.
But I said that though. When we brought up the R. Kelly situation, I said R. Kelly needs to be held accountable and the family, because there is no way that you have a teenage daughter, she's coming home with designer clothes, designer jewelry, not coming home at all, and you as the parent don't know where your child is. Right. I find that very hard to believe. I find that extremely hard to believe.
Exactly, and that's a lifestyle that goes on in the hood. Like you see,
not necessarily only the hood, everywhere. Elvis had
he married a young woman,
14-year-old girl.
But I'm saying this to say that her victims, who are, I believe, are true victims, because one of them came out and said at the time he didn't come out because he had a fiance and he was going to be
his disgusting butt shouldn't have been doing nothing with having a fiance.
But you're victim shaming.
I'm not, but
yes,
this is the thing.
I'm not victim shaming.
That's the reason why he didn't want to come out, because it would have also ruined his soon-to-be marriage, because he was cheating.
He was cheating. I understand people make mistakes, but that's why you have to pay attention to everything you do, and as a young person or whatever, at whatever age, be careful of what you do, because it can catch up to you.
Yes.
I don't have sympathy for people who does things like this, because I carry myself in a certain manner so that later on down the road, I know where I want to be. I don't want anyone pulling up an old video saying, oh, she did this, she did that. No, carry yourself in a manner that you want to be respected and people want to look up to you.
Well, I'm going to make this disclaimer, because I am not perfect. So I did some things in the past, and I will always admit it, and I will always speak my truth. If somebody want to come after me for that, I just feel like if I show, I'm sorry that I did it, and if I just don't, that's why I feel kind of, I don't want to say sympathetic. Yeah, I feel like she was dead wrong. Like, why would you do that? I feel disgusted at people that set up people and rob people. I hate people that rob people. But it's just like, I know I'm not perfect. And I know I did some things that hurt people. So if I come out and say my truth, like I talk to young kids all the time, and I speak my truth, and somebody records me saying my truth and then puts it out there and use it against me, and then it's just like, what? I was just trying to help, like showing y'all that, look, I was this bad person,
you were being
transparent. I was being transparent. So why am I being, I don't want to say held accountable, but punished for being transparent, trying to help somebody else? Because I'm pretty sure when she went on that live, it's to show them strippers that's still in the strip club, still doing what she used to do, listen, there's another way out. You don't have to do that. So that's the way I took it. I didn't took it as
so drugging and robbing is another way out.
No, she's saying there's another way out because she stopped doing that. She really focused on her music. Like, I need to stop stripping. I need to stop doing this. This is not the way out. This is not how I'm going to feed my family. This is not how I'm going to live. So she really started taking music serious and changing her surroundings. That's what she was saying. Like, look at me. I used to be just like you. Because you're never going to, in order for you to help somebody, you have to be transparent. You have to have been through some things. And they have to feel like they related to you in some kind of way. So the people, yeah, she may not resonate with you.
Was trying to do.
I'm pretty 100%. Because I'm not a big, huge Cardi B fan. I don't agree with everything she says. But I truly believe that her heart is pure. Okay. I truly believe that she is very real.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know. You mentioned earlier about, you know, her success story not being a blessing. And honestly, I do think it's a blessing. I think that she did come from a very crazy background and God uplifted her from her situation. And I think that no matter what, we've had pastors who sat on pulpits and said they used to do drugs, used to be in crack houses. Can we easily say that person wasn't blessed? No, they are, because this person...
I'm looking at it based on the way she carried herself.
As far as what?
The way she acts, you know, what she raps about. To me, bragging that she's robbing people.
She never put that in a song. She never put that in a song. That was a live video.
Okay, on the video.
But
to me, I don't feel, based on the way Hollywood is operated, I don't feel like it's a blessing. Because you can get to where Cardi B is with your legs wide open.
That's true, but it also says on the Bible.
Yeah, you can sell your
God
soul.
reigns on the just and the unjust. Mm-hmm. And you don't know who was praying for her. Even though her hands probably ain't purely clean, but God knows her heart.
But this is speculation. To me, I don't feel that.
That's
a blessing. I feel she got
thing I'm about it. I'm never gonna say somebody blessing ain't a blessing unless I know them personally.
Okay, and so people riding around with stolen cars.
I can't judge them because when I'm blessed, honey, y'all better say the Lord gave it to me.
Okay, that's fine though. So anybody could come up to you with a brand new car stolen and look what I got.
But that's not how she got
it. Blessing. You
know they stole it.
But you don't know that. But you're gonna say, oh, they're blessed, and you know this person is not serving God, ain't in church, and this and that. They coming up to you with all these new cars, houses, and they blessed. Then next thing you know, you find out they're doing tax fraud and all this stuff.
You got a point. This the preacher's wife. You got a point. Mm-hmm. The preacher's wife. You the preacher.
First lady.
What?
No, she's more of a first lady.
No, I'm just
First lady. First lady, Miss Shea Marie.
Anyway, what I wanted to say is that the reason why this is such an issue is, and I understand you're saying
because you're very passionate about this.
Yes. The reason why this is an issue is because the climate of the situation, the timing of it, the Me Too movement. So that's why it's a big deal. If she came out a few years ago talking about this, maybe it wouldn't have been such a big deal. But because you got all these other people going to jail and stuff, it's a big deal.
And the tape did happen 3 years ago.
Yeah. And now it matters.
Well, y'all be taking us to church. Y'all be going on a spiritual battle.
No, that'd be Vanessa.
Ooh, child. That got heated. Well, we'd love to keep the tea spilling, but unfortunately, we are running out of time. But you can keep the conversation going by leaving your comments below on Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you Friday night at 8 p.m. for Cocktails and Conversations with your girls.
Good night.